If you guys like how I do my chart analysis on YouTube and you want to learn how to do it yourself, click the link below to check out the Vee Trades technical analysis course. What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for PayPal holdings with the ticker symbol PYPL. If you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Also take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate it very much. This video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So it looks like PayPal continues to sell off very harshly. This is definitely a downtrend, so picking a bottom is not recommended because you can only pick a bottom 5% of the time. Most of the time you will be wrong. So you can see that every time longs try to pick a bottom, they got stopped out. Prices still continue to trend lower, and right now we made a new low in this downtrend just last week. So prices are continuing to trend lower, and it's not advisable to be a bottom picker. So you just got to stick with the trend until it reverses. So when is it reversing? Well, that's the $1 million question. So let's take a look at the chart to figure out if we can find any clues to see if this downtrend is at least slowing down and where it can reverse. So right now we started this micro channel working lower, so that's not a good sign. All these price bars are inside of it, so we need to see a breakout of it and a retest of the lows to mark the end of it, or at least a pause in it. So we are in this nice little micro channel working lower, and they must be targeting much lower prices because we cannot find any support at this prior low, which is right around that $94 level. So let me zoom around the chart a little bit more. You can see that there was this major downtrend pattern in play that has completed. So that doesn't mean we won't start a new one. This one is definitely over. You can see this yellow channel was holding prices very nicely, and then we had the breakout right here, and then a move to new low. So that's usually what you expect for the first break of a downtrend pattern. We usually go back down to retest the previous lows. That's exactly what we did. However, we could get two legs down. Right now this looks like one big leg, so we could see maybe a little bit pullback and then another leg down. So that's another possibility that prices could do. So that's what I mean by that this yellow channel is over. However, that doesn't mean we can't get two legs down, because this orange channel that's working lower has not had a new low of it either. So we'll have to wait and see. Definitely showing signs of weakness in the downtrend because we had a break outside this yellow pattern, but it doesn't look like prices are stalling out. So let's take a look at some measured move targets to figure out where prices are headed next. So this would have been my first measured move target right here. Let me zoom out on the chart. So this would have been my first one right here. If I drag this down and drag it over, you can see the target was right around that $100 level, and that's exactly where prices went to and bounced and had a nice little rally, but stalled out, and then we continue lower. So this one's pretty much over, so I need to look for a bigger one. This would have been my next one. And if I drag this down, you can see the target that short sellers are targeting is right around that $78 level, and we're pretty much almost there. So I don't think that's the bottom either. And let's take a look at the bigger one. So this might be where we could see more buying coming in the market. So if I drag this one down, you can see the target is right around that $68 level. So those are the two targets I would keep in mind since the shorter measured move has already played out. This one's right around the $78 level. So that would be my first target. And the next target that I'll keep my eye on is right around that $68 level. So definitely look for lower prices. Picking a bottom is not advisable. You can only be right one time, and you could be wrong a lot. So it's not a high probability to be a bottom picker. So we've got to look for lower prices. Definitely looks like shorts are targeting these lower measure moves, and we'll go from there if anything else changes. But as right now, things are looking still bearish for a lot of stocks, especially these payment processing companies. So let's take a look at the weekly chart. Here we have the weekly chart for PayPal. Not much to say except we had this double top pattern, and we reversed all the way back down to the 2020 starting point. So that's pretty much 100% retracement for this entire up move. If you've been holding on since pretty much 2018, you have not made any money. You could even consider you at a loss because you could have taken that cash, invested in something else that would have appreciated, or with something with dividends. So you lost out on capital gains and also other investments that could have turned out better. So that's unfortunate for any buy and hold people when they don't want to at least scale out of a position, especially if the market gets really high up. So again, major sell-off, still dropping pretty hard. Would not be buying any lows. I'm targeting, it looks like sellers are really targeting the stop losses of these buyers, and that's right around that $68 level like I was saying before. So first target is 78, next target is 68. A lot of stop losses that could be hit right around here, so that's why I'm looking for these lower price levels to be hit, and we're almost there. So it could be there maybe next week. If not next week, maybe the week after that. Do I think PayPal can come back all the way to the $48 level? Probably not. It's very unlikely. But again, if this thing crashes hard, you can see that it really wants to drop a lot. As right now, the technicals aren't showing me we could reach the $42 level, but it's not out of the question either. So if we don't find any support around these price levels, especially that $78 level or $68 level, then you can see that the next one will be right around that $45 level. So not looking good for PayPal. It's gonna be tough finding a bottom for the stock. Could be a while before prices reverse, and I'll give you guys an update if anything else changes, but things aren't looking good. I could be wrong, but sticking with the probabilities has been fortunate for me. I would not be thinking we have bottom as right now, but things can change instantly, especially in these type of markets. So I'll give you guys an update if anything else changes, but my closing thoughts are that we had a nice downtrend in play, pretty much 100% retracement back down to the 2020 up move, just like a bunch of other stocks. It looks like the same pattern, and I really think they want to stop out all these longs who have the stop losses below these swings. So once we hit those, we'll have to reevaluate how price action reacts around those levels and if we're going to reverse. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel. Since you might be surprised what you can learn, leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.